Restore Britain's mayoral candidate Marlon West for Manchester is being investigated and he's been suspended. When I say suspended, by the NHS, by the look of it. And I'm going to get into this article in a moment or two. But the timing of the hit pieces by the liberal elites and the leftist media is striking because the by-election to replace Andy Burnham in Manchester is on the 30th of July. So I'm going to get into the article in a moment or two, so thank you for watching. For context, Marlon West's daughter is a survivor of the predominantly Pakistani Muslim grooming gangs that have plagued this United Kingdom since the 1950s and are still going on today. He tried major interventions to rescue his daughter back in the day, and it fell on deaf ears, which is why he's been selected as Restore Britain's candidate in the upcoming election. He has had a untarnished career, from what I can read, as a mental health nurse in the NHS for 30 years, and now the state has decided to come down on him because he's a political threat. Some of the language that he used in a private Facebook group may have been crude, and it may have been sloppy, but largely accurate. So I don't see what the issue is personally. Your mileage may vary. I'm going to get into the article now. Restore Britain's Marlon West suspended from NHS role as party stands by mayoral candidate over social media posts. That's how they'll get you, the social media posts every time. Restore Britain's candidate for the Greater Manchester mayoral election has been temporarily suspended from his role in the NHS for offensive, quote-unquote, social media posts. Marlon West, who is from Greater Manchester, has worked in the public sector for 30 years. So a public servant, and we're running low on nurses, and the NHS decides to suspend him pending investigation from what I can look at. Let's just have a look now. On Friday, 17th of July, the Nursing and Midwifery Council, the NMC, published an interim decision confirming the decision to suspend Mr. West for 18 months. Let's have a look now. The interim order starts the nurse or midwife practicing during the investigation. The MEN News has been sent a copy of the report, which states that the decision followed allegations made against Mr. West, again on a private social media post and a private Facebook group by the look of it. The concerns relate to social media posts made in 2025. The MEN understands that these include comments referring to the abuse suffered by his own daughter. Mr. West, who has been a prominent campaigner against CSE, seeking to establish national grooming gang inquiry. His daughter was aged 14 when she was assaulted, shall we say, for YouTube. Restore Britain told the MEN that in a discussion on a private Facebook group, Mr. West referred to the injuries that his daughter had received at the hands of these gangs. It is to be believed that Mr. West posted, "This is what Pakistanis do after raping and tortured my daughter, you sicko." The NMC made further investigations into social media posts Mr. West made, saying, "Ban Afghans from entering the UK." While considered their proclivity to certain types of crimes 22 times more likely than native British citizens, I don't actually see anything wrong with that personally. I stand by Marlon. I stand by Restore Britain. Nothing to see here. Reform. Restore Britain's leader Rupert Lowe said, "I entirely agree with him. This is Restore Britain policy and this is our party. This is what we're going to do." This is what we're up against. The media, and when I say media, I mean all of the establishment shills. This is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to come at us hard, they're going to come at us fast, and they're not going to stop. I'll end this one here. The entire liberal elite, establishment media, and legacy political parties do not want to admit the truth. Their multicultural experiment has failed comprehensively. We had a debate chaired, or at least proposed, down south. I believe this is in Warwickshire Council. And this is what the Restore councillor said. I'm going to bring this tweet up now. This is from Councillor Scott Cameron. According to the leader of the Lib Dems in Warwickshire, there is no grooming gangs. Race is not a factor in CSE. And the main perpetrators are white British men. absolutely shameful denial of reality. Completely agree, Scott. It is a denial of reality. In a predominantly white country, the majority of perpetrators are going to be white. That's beyond doubt, of course. However, the proclivity for certain types of crimes, like the grooming gangs, is Pakistani Muslim men, 85%, and per capita, the facts are undeniable. And now we're going to look into what this Lib Dum member of the Warwickshire Council actually said. It's a very short clip, so bear with me.
There's no evidence of gangs in Warwickshire and that the perpetrators are mainly white male.
I would like to know, have you actually conducted an investigation, or you're working off of the assumption because Warwickshire is a predominantly white part of the country that's not been fully diversified yet, that you're not thinking there's an issue? The Grooming Gang inquiry, the Grooming Gang report stipulates it's all over this United Kingdom, and just because you don't think there's a problem doesn't mean there is not a problem. This is the liberal, woke mind virus in full display.
And I think that we are a mainly white county in percentage terms. If 1 in 20 children are being abused, those children will be predominantly white, and therefore their abusers, 90% who are known to them, will also be predominantly white.
No one's counteracting that fact. You're completely correct. Drill down into the specifics, drill down into the granular detail, and you'll find that we are correct in what we are saying.
And I think there's a real danger of politicising this by accusing a particular race of doing things.
It would be nice if you could actually structure a sentence and actually get your words out. That would be absolutely fantastic. Not read from a script and actually speak from what you actually understand from the situation. But judging by the calibre of the councillors in this particular council, we cannot ask for miracles. I'm going to end this here. She is a disgrace. She needs to be replaced by reform or restore immediately. This is completely unacceptable. This is sickening. Put her in a mental institution. She's not fit for public life.
Oh, you little bitch troll from hell.
So what do you think? Do you think I've got this right? The BBC, the legacy media, the rag newspapers are coming after Restore Britain because they don't want us to succeed. They don't want anybody on the right to succeed. They want to call us racist, xenophobes and bigots, wash their hands and say, well, we can still have our multicultural society. The working class gammons needs to be put in place. Just my thoughts. Your mileage may vary. Like, comment and subscribe. Do all of that great stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.